After months of crying and eating lots of ice cream over the lack of baseball, this season has finally started. So I guess that means now we can cry and eat lots of ice cream over the baseball we're actually watching. Anyway, that means it's time for the first optimistic age report of the 2017 season. Sitting here with my silent co-host Mini Stomper, we're going to tell you how great this week was because you know what? The A's did not lose all their games. Woohoo! The A's started off the week by splitting a 4-game series against their fellow cellar dwellers from last season, the Angels. Kendall Graveman had a great opening day start, pitching 6 innings, giving up 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and striking out 7. Then the bullpen pitched 3 scoreless innings, and Santiago Casilla proved he was just punking the Giants last season by getting a totally calm save. His ERA is 0 this year, and he hasn't given up any hits, so he's obviously a bit of a prankster. Chris Davis went 5 for 12 with 3 runs scored, 3 runs batted in, and 2 home runs. However, I have to warn you that I added him to my fantasy team this year, so I pretty much guaranteed that's not going to continue and he's going to be cursed this season. Sorry. Then the A's lost 2 of 3 on their weekend series against Texas, but Graveman again was great, taking a no-hitter into the 7th on Saturday. His final line was 7 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. Alonso went 4 for 7 in the 2 games that he played in the series, scoring 3 runs, batting in 3 runs, and hitting a home run, which happened to be a birthday home run. I really hope the A's did the birthday cake version of pieing him because it's only right, and I hope that the footage shows up somewhere. So who was hot this week? Kendall Graveman, duh. He was our hero from last season who was the only starting pitcher who managed to not have his arm spontaneously explode, and he's continuing so far this year. He's pitched 13 innings so far this week. He gave up just 8 hits, 3 walks, and 3 earned runs. Hopefully some of Yonder's cake is still around somewhere because Graveman's face deserves to be decorated with it a little bit too. Chris Davis also went 9 for 25 this week, scoring 6 runs, batting in 4, and hitting 3 home runs. If he continues to do well despite my fantasy baseball team curse, he's obviously supernatural. So it's the first hashtag of the season now. Spring has begun, even though that doesn't really mean anything where I live because it was in the 30s last night. But despite that, the season has still started, so let's see. Spring Oakland athletics like Plant Balfour or Billy Bumblebean. I'm sure that you guys can do a lot better than that and you have a lot saved up from this off season. I will share some of my favorites on next week's show. No, Stinky.